Good evening, gamers. How are we doing? Welcome on in, Wolf. How has your Australia Day public holiday been? How was the day off school? It was very hot where I was, certainly around the middle of the day. It's cooled off a little bit now, but it was really hot. Morning, Shadow. How are you? How's the leg? How's your week been? Uh, Wolf and I have just had a public holiday, which is nice. Reached 40. Ugh. Not fun. It probably wasn't too far off it here. I want to say it was probably 38 in Sydney. Let's see what the weather app has to say for us. It definitely, when I went to the gym around the middle of the day, it was hot. It doesn't show me what it was in the past. I can tell it's about 23 degrees today, right now, but okay. So you're at the other end of the spectrum. Then again, Wolf, I can't imagine that you're too far from getting hit by storms as well, given that there's the cyclone heading towards Queensland again. I thought you didn't like the Power World game, Wolf. I thought you were saying it was a bit trash. Still, I guess I'm glad you're enjoying it. It has been an unproductive day for me. I woke up, I went to the gym, I made some fish and chips and peas and onion bashi for lunch, and then I ended up here. That was basically the 3 stages of my day. I have started to try and put together another kind of redeem similar to the console, the Windows 98 one, except on the back of a plane seat this time instead, maybe. I'm also not sure if it's working well enough. So we're going to keep workshopping that one. Good morning, Inadequate. How are you doing? How's things? Well, at least it's not painful, Shadow. That's the important part, right? As long as it's not like aching or whatever, and kind of, I guess, deal with having to wait. You know, keeping your feet up. Not ideal, obviously, but I guess it's better than the alternative. I also fixed the ad thing down the bottom. I had to clear the old browser cache in the meantime. I literally read what you were writing there. That's why I said in the meantime, Shadow. So it's not been unproductive, but it definitely could have been a more productive day. I think it's partly because I am a little bit spooked, I guess, about tomorrow doing the MC stuff. Like, I know it's not world-endingly the word scare, like front of house. You know, you're not having to perform a Shakespearean monologue or something flawlessly, but it is a big step for your for your old friend Zhao in terms of being in front of people. MC Zhao into house. Yes, for those who aren't aware, I will be emceeing a friend's wedding reception tomorrow night. Basically, around this time, in about 24 hours. I will be emceeing a friend's reception just a bit north of Sydney. I'm just hoping that it's going to be. Actually, I should have checked the weather. I'm hoping that it's going to be dry for them. I mean, I know it's not like the end of the world if it isn't, but it's always nice if it is. It looks like it will be. That's good. And it doesn't look like it'll be too hot either. Do the thing where I'm charming. Adequate, I'll be honest. I think you might be onto something there. Now, as I've kind of intimated, I'm not really big on the MCing scene. Like, I haven't really done it before. So I can't say for certain that your advice is accurate, Inadequate, but it sounds pretty good. Sounds like something I should maybe consider trying. Being charming. I'm just glad that you're not going to be there inadequate, so I don't hear from like the back of the room. Hey, say that like slower. Say that slower and slightly more ASMR-y into the microphone. Fine. Dinner's coming around soon. I mean, I think it'll be fine. I think ultimately it'll be fine. If there's something in the Discord, it'll be me just like, oh God. I will also, on a more serious note, try and give you a fit photo, as it were, to show off what your boy will be rocking. I don't know if I mentioned it, but last week I had a funeral, and why did I say that twice? At the funeral, I split my pants as we were frantically trying to fix some AV stuff because I was there doing cameras for the church. So then on the Sunday of last week, I got a new suit. It's a nice it's quite a dark navy blue. So I think it'll be nice. And it wasn't too expensive, actually. It was only about 300 AUD, maybe a bit less than that. It's pretty good. Thing is, a lot of the other ones were like 500. Anyway, it'll be fine. I think I just need to stop worrying about it. And to that end, let us launch Forza Horizon 5 and just get it off our minds. On a totally unrelated note, I saw that F1 2023 has been added to Game Pass, and I downloaded that. So I am tempted to have a look at that at some point on stream. Do something a little bit more simulation-y, I guess, in terms of the racing and the mechanics and what have you. I also know very little about Formula One. I know that Daniel Ricciardo is a racer, principally because he's Australian. I know that Michael Schumacher was a racer. And I know that their engines aren't as large as they used to be.
Press enter to start.
Make your own team. Okay, now that is interesting. I mean, on that, I have also... Oh, cool. The capture has crashed again. There is a game that I picked up in the Steam sale called... hold on, where is OBS? There it is. Let's kill that task. Reopen it. What is it called? Motorsport Manager? Where are you, Steam? Steam Library, Home. Motorsport Manager, yeah. So you can manage a motorsport team. Straight up. It's as simple as that. I think it's kind of like Football Manager, but obviously for cars. So you can make your own liveries and stuff like that. I'm also kind of interested to have a look at that at some point. There's a lot to look forward to. Now, what are we looking forward to tonight? The GTA Spano and the Fiat Dino. The GTA Spano is at least very kind of unusual. As you know, I'm a big fan of the kind of unusual cars. A 911 GT3, not too fussed. I don't recognize that though. The Ferrari 512S. I don't recognize that one at all. I will just quickly pick up that duck quack though. Alrighty. Now what is the trial? Porsche S1900. Now you have a lot to work with there. In terms of like room to grow. I'm looking forward to that. Let's get a Porsche going on.
Welcome back, comrade.
Thank you for having me back, Anna. Appreciate it. Went outside the box. Did you go for like a Macan Turbo or a Cayenne? I reckon I want to do a front engine if I can. Like a 968 or a 944. Emery. I'd probably know it if I saw it, but I cannot think of that car off the top of my head. Yeah, I think I will. Oh, this one. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have a lot of room to grow with that one. A lot of room. Oh, we could also do the Carrera 6. Oh, that's an interesting one, actually. The Carrera 6 is such a peach at A class. Or do I want to try it at S1? Or do I go something real different and go for like a 944? And be the only idiot with a front engine Porsche. Tough call. Yeah, I mean, that's always the way, right? With the trial. Half of it is the car, and the other half of it is what the team's going to be like. And half the time, it's a lot of people who, for some reason, don't understand it's a team event. And want to take you out. So we could put... I've only got one exhaust pipe. That is a bit of a downer. No V8 though. That is a real letdown, actually. What was the other rear engine one that we were looking at? A 928? What about that one? Try that one on for size. Oh, the 968 was it? There is no 928. Okay. My mistake. Well, let's have a look at the 968 then. Did I get this from up? I left instead of... Did I get this from someone? I feel like I would have remembered making something looking this legit. Okay, well, let's try and do what Shadow did. Let's try and slap a V8 in this bad boy and see what we can do with it. Do we have anything? Oh, I was just wondering if there's any bumpers or something like that. Okay. Actually, go back there. Is only one exhaust pipe. A little bit of a letdown. Okay, maybe it was me then. Maybe I did put it together. Oh, that is a lot of engine swaps. There's a torque on that hybrid. Damn. Or do we go the as I've heard people call it, the dentist drill? 2JZ. Tough call. I mean, the straight 6 is a really nice engine. Yeah, I figured I would. Well, maybe that's what we do. That's what we do first. Let's just start with the handling first. We know we're gonna want semi-slicks. We're gonna want the big boys at the back. We're going to want them to, as far out as possible. We're going to want the best brakes, the race suspension, the anti-roll bars, racing, and let's not lightweight it just yet. And we'll come back in here. Big boys in the back. Unfortunately, it's only a two-seater. Yeah, I mean, you can see a little bit of a flare in the hips there. Just a bit of a flare out. I mean, that is a pretty astonishing, like, top speed number we've got there. It is hitting the handling pretty hard. What if we go with a straight 6? Naturally aspirated. What can we do with that? I don't know when I became a straight 6 fanboy. I think it was like in the last year or so. Never used to be naturally aspirated boy. Okay, so we're still leaving a lot on the playing field there. Like, we're only 8-2-3. But we could maybe then go like full slicks. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely... I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, of course. You go full slicks maybe then? We're gonna get some better wheels, obviously. Let's try another multi-piece rim. That one doesn't look too multi-piece. Let's go that one. 19, I think, will be nice. I'll give you a straight 6. Okay, thank you, inadequate. Maybe we do try the V8 out. I'm also conscious of the fact that the handling isn't really that great. It's only 5.7. I wonder if maybe this isn't the kettle of fish. I mean, Shadow, I think that was kind of the intended direction of travel that Inadequate was saying. Oh, the splitter on the front. Why did I add you to my favorites? Definitely don't want you there. And the spoiler at the back. Okay, well now I've got to redo everything because I'm a dunce. I didn't even think about that. I'm definitely not firing on all cylinders. And I do not know why. Especially. Creepy brand, TM. Just make sure it's not too creepy. I mean, yeah, it sounds like it would be appropriate. To avoid a repeat of that same joke, we're going to go for a V8 engine, I think. We want to do anything with that? We do a centrifugal supercharger. Centrifugal? Yeah, that's right. No, let's try naturally aspirated. No, that doesn't make any difference. 6-speed race it is. Gotta get a diff. I didn't have a diff on this before. What an idiot. Alert, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes until ads. Assume brace positions. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna help you out, Inadequate. I'm not gonna do your work for you. Maybe we do need to go for a turbo. Yeah, I mean, that's instantly better than all of that upgrade work we just did. Still not quite there, though. Maybe we lighten the car? Well, yeah, they're the ones you gotta watch out for, right? Well, that's helping a bit. I feel like it shouldn't be this difficult to try and get to the top of S1. Maybe we do the V8 hybrid. Expand on that. Please share with the class. How does that help our handling? I mean, it launches the torque into the stratosphere. Takes. How does that reduce our handling? How would lightening the flywheel reduce our handling? Well, it sounds like you've made fast friends. Oh, we've got to get the wheels on. Ooh, nice and light. Let's go for those ones. Well, it's a mixed bag. I don't know what to think of this one. I'll take it for a spin before we commit to the race. Might come back and take another look at some things. But it looks like we're doing pretty well. I want to leave the camber how it is for now and see if that does anything. Let's slam it to the ground. Let's take that diff down a bit. Let's see if we can improve on perfection. What else has Shadow released? Put out Caser Wolf's Ridge Racer Type 4. Smoky Media's Seco license plate. Oh, nope. View Creative Hub. Tunes Vinyl Groups, that's the ticket. Tajay. Level Pokemon. Old Navy. Aldi, nice, nice, nice. Compare the market. Let's put compare the market on it. Oh, it is kind of green though. It's not going to work super well with what we've got. Maybe a TNT? Oh, I forgot you can't add it in easily. Oh wait, hold on. Load a vinyl group. Still got the uwu, nice. Oh, we've still got the fem boy girl. Still got Team Edward. Just cresting that door seam. The femboy girl. Yeah, because I think I searched furry. Don't think I searched femboy. Might be wrong. All right, steady in the chat. Let's restrain ourselves. We'll take a deep breath during this ad break. Actually, don't mind that one. I don't think I mean, I'm not brave enough to put stickers on. I mean, they're all kind of Spider-Man car too, isn't it? I don't think I've really, except for a few here and there, I've never really taken them super seriously. Excuse me. I don't think I'd be confident enough to put furry stickers on my car. I'm not confident enough to put stickers on my car full stop. Let alone other ones, like slightly unusual ones. I do like that someone's put their Twitch emotes in here. That's very cool. Box Shocks. Actually sounds like a fantastic brand name. Oh, that's right, the A4 that you were planning on doing like a cross UK challenge with. I do wonder why Spider-Man is here all the time. Just for you, Wolf. Well, I mean, it is in storage. You can only look so confident, right? Yeah, you're not wrong. It is, a lot of it is very canine focused. We don't have anything on the back. What if we just look up stickers? Not a huge amount of interest. You could, but I imagine, particularly if it's like a one-off thing, if you're just like getting one or two of them, can't imagine it's like super economical. Actually, that's a pretty cool sticker. I'm surprised that, now that I think about it, I'm surprised Horizon itself doesn't sell stickers. Or like Forza. Probably because it's a good idea. I mean, it is the kind of classic see a need, fill a need, right? You can't be the only one out there who's like, gosh darn it, I wish I had a cat or... And I pooped today. Let's put that in the back too. The people need to know about the pooping situation. Now we just gotta... Yep. Delete that. And bring over the stuff. That's fine like that. But let's just move you this way. Yeah. Inadequate merge actually sounds pretty good. Shadow, I think you kind of nailed it then. Like, first suggestion, crushed it. I think it's kind of cool in one of those kind of tongue-in-cheek ways, right? Like, it is kind of fun to say, right? Oh, this is my inadequate sticker. All right, let's see if the car
be in two places at once.
is a
If you
disaster.
go that fast, you can be in one place very, very soon after another.
Thank you. Who are you? Huh? Oh, okay. Well, I did something. I mean, it's not too... It's kind of the inverse of all those, like, Amazon listings where it's like toothbrush, toothpaste, like it lists all the keywords in the title, right? I'm going to assume you're not referring to my profile picture there, Shadow. Does understeer a little bit. Yeah, your saluting is really, like, not safe for work. I'm disappointed that no, like, fairy artist has made a not safe for work Twitter account where it is just the same images as their safe for work Twitter account, except this time, you know, they're without a hard hat, or they're in a warehouse, or they're driving a forklift inappropriately. Or, you know, they're operating heavy machinery with their hair out. Does understeer just a little bit. Well, look, I've only seen a few images of Shadow, and I don't think I've ever seen him once in a hard hat. Safe for work and adequate.
You have arrived at your destination.
I feel like you could make it work. You could get like some sort of accommodation. Have some sort of holes for them to poke through or something. I mean, on that note, that's part of the reason why I explicitly made Jowd plantigrade rather than digigrade feet. You know, kind of feet flat on the ground rather than kind of on the tiptoes, which is the kind of furry tradition. But I just didn't quite figure out, I couldn't figure out how shoes worked. So I just didn't in the end. Shadow's gauges. Explain, Shadow. Inadequate. Wait until I tell you about rabbits and bunnies. You're gonna lose your mind, sir. Well, I mean, that was the other thing. I've never, I think I've mentioned it before on the channel, but I've never been a huge fan of beans. And or just like feet or whatever. So the way to avoid that is simply by, as extreme as it sounds, chopping them off. Ergo, you have cybernetic limbs. Cybernetic limbs. Hold on, chat. Let's check this out. Ah. So his gauges, is that like the so are those the solid ones, or are they also the like hollow ones where they are just a hole through the ear? As you can tell, I'm very big on earrings and just fashion in general. Solid ones, okay. I feel like I know someone that I see quite regularly who's got like a set of 3 or 4 small gauges on their ear. I think we've made a not totally terrible car. Let's go find out. It's definitely quite quick. Oh, it's quite fast is probably the better way to say it. It doesn't handle quite as well as I would like. Like, you've got to slow down a bit more than I would have ideally liked. But you get back up to speed pretty quickly. Because we've got almost 1,000 newton meters of torque at 5,000 RPM. Not bad. We'll have to see if we have better luck than Shadow and get drop kicks for our teammates or not. Fingers crossed we don't. I feel like the you should have an option to swap in like a hybrid battery slash motor separate to swapping in an actual, separate to swapping the ICE, so separate to swapping the internal combustion engine to like a straight 6 or a V8 or whatever. Because this is a very quick car. Like, it accelerates very quickly. I knew it. I'm the only front engine one. Even on the other side, like on the AI team, I'm the only front engine. Floof. A floofy tail for a floofy boy. Got wedged right out the gate. Yeah, this was the handling that we needed. That Shadow forewarned us of. I mean, naturally, right? It's to reflect yourself, obviously. Yeah, we're definitely going to get the rear window fixed after this. Whoa. Sorry. I didn't want to say look out. I probably just made it worse. Running the guy off the road and going, hey, look out, where are you going? Hey, buddy. Oh. Well, that's... I've never seen that before. Flying spoiler. Truly a remarkable piece of engineering by Porsche. Just levitating there and using, I guess, magnets to apply downward pressure to my car. Truly one of, like, the 7 wonders of the world. That was weird. Good car, though. It was a good course, too. It's just that I'm not used to it. Which is part of the reason why I just slammed like 300 Ks into that wall. And then basically insulted the guy. I mean, a big tail, particularly in the Northern Hemisphere, has a lot of practical use cases. I am definitely envious of my parents' cat, who can just like wrap her tail around her and just, you know, kind of curl up and fall asleep. Does look nice. I might inadequate, I just might. Because we were kind of definitely learning the cars we were going along. I'd be interested to take it online and see how it works out in the wider world. Horizon Mexico Circuit. Hell yes. Let's go. Vegan. Thought you were cool. It was really a fantastic race course. And it's something that I've often wondered why they didn't do in like previous games, particularly in like Australia. I was very disappointed they didn't include like Mount Panorama or something. It's just nice having like an actual race course in the map. And you can just kind of casually race around yourself. Made the corner, just. Hit him again if we can. Avoid it. I mean, normally the driver tires are generally pretty chill, at least around me. I think that one was like fighting with another player and just kind of over course corrected. But I'm still going to hold it against them. That sucks. I mean, I guess it is a more accurate driver tire if they're being as belligerent as the players are. Oh, it's on. That's quite a subdued V8 noise, but I really do enjoy it too. I wonder if that's like the William, Antonia, Katia, Tegan, Pablo, Tristan. I wonder if they're names of like devs or something. Yeah, well, I think it's, I don't know if it's flat. I guess it is, but it's from, I think it's from the 918, the hybrid supercar from like 2013. There I am, just being chilling. Just relaxing after a long race. All right, what are the events? There's only one. Mercedes versus Mercedes. Hot Mercedes on Mercedes action. Mercedes AMG versus Mercedes Benz. The SL65 Black. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? What do we got? It's top of A class, right? Then again, it is also just against the AI, so it doesn't really matter too much. As long as we're at the top. I wonder if that qualifies. I'm never going to say no to an opportunity to break out the old gull wing.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird distinction, right?
200 meters. Turn right.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must have been very hard for you to choose, because the SL65 was in there, I saw, and we know your feelings about that car. Yeah, well, mine's tuned to S1. I must have missed the AMG hammer, because I couldn't see it in the garage. There's a lot of body roll. I don't know if I've put anti-roll bars on it. I didn't. What other cars do we have in Mercedes? I don't have the hammer. Oh no, I do. Is this it here? Oh, there she is there. I was looking in the wrong category, that's why. But I do have this, the SLK 55 AMG, which I do quite enjoy driving, if I remember correctly. That'll do. Also, it sounds lovely. Baby SL, or the baby SLR, back in the day when they were both sold at the same time. I'm normally very much a soft top convertible man, but I feel like the SLK does work better as a hard top.
You will arrive at your destination.
I'm not sure why.
You have arrived at your destination.
The other option is we could do the E63, GT4, the Unimog, a racing truck, C63, or an A45. Let's stick with what we got. I feel like the problem with that, though, is that they are very derivative. like I know it's rich to say given that how many like Lamborghini Hurricanes we've got up in the club, but I don't know how different the convertible is to say because we do have a coupe C63. That said, I would like to have more estate cars, so I will get behind that 100%. I will instantly throw away my previous argument if it means getting more estate cars. Sorry, Shadow, for that. I had to get to the front though. You know how it is. This is one of these cars that, for whatever reason, just sits really well in my hands. I mean, it does help that it is A-class, and as I've said many times, A-class is my preferred class by like a wide margin. I have a 60s car in C-Class. I must. Surely. I've got so many, like, American, you know, Buicks and Mustangs and whatever that I just haven't touched. I'll need one for the event lab. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Let's have a quick checkarooski after this race. That is a pretty sweet skin with the Tasmanian Devil over there. That'll help get a 60s car in C-Class. $150,000 for your troubles, sir. Cars. Change car. Sort by year. 60s. Yeah, I got a few. I've got, what, just 3 Camaros that I can see currently? There's almost one from every category, really, in here. There we go. We'll go the Berlinetta, if we can. Or the E-Type. Of course. We've got a lot of choice. Low rider. Pop, 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 pop. So those lowriders do look so cool, but also they look so impractical. Like literal sparking on the road kind of low riding. Yeah, because then it's properly low. I mean, it's to the point that I wouldn't be surprised if the parking brake is literally just deflating the airbags, so you're sitting on the body. Because it wouldn't be much. It wouldn't take much to deflate those airbags. That little bit more. I'd just be letting out the last little bit of air. Just done. Go on the ground. Yes. I don't know why that was so emphatic, but yes. Changing to the bottle from the glass for the drinkies. Oh! I had a feeling that truck was going to just shoot towards me. For Nico? For Nico. Let's go into try-hard mode. Actually, I can also deploy this. Now, I wasn't deploying violence. It's just that I'm trying to press a button on a stream deck, but I'm also trying not to lose for Nico. Violence, good answer. I mean, Nico would approve. That was the button I was looking for. I mean, I definitely agree, I think. I don't know too much about like CJ or Vice City or GTA 3 or definitely not GTA 2 or 1, their characters. But GTA 4 definitely had the most interesting story in my mind. Playing through the story of GTA 5 is just not quite the same experience to me. I don't feel as invested in like the Bellic household or you know, the well-being of my cousin or characters around me, that kind of stuff. I am very sorry, Inadequate. That is probably the worst place to get your GTA knowledge from. Because I'll give you this one for free. Normally, meteors do not fall from the sky in GTA 5. Tommy Vercetti, that's right. I couldn't remember the bloke's name. Plays bowling with cousin. Or with dates, actually. No, he just plays it with whoever wants to. Whoever's around, he will play bowling with. It's a hard minigame. Sick jump. It's a hard minigame to play. Particularly on I mean, it's hard on a mouse in particular, because you've got to pull the mouse, if I remember correctly, you've got to pull the mouse back smoothly and then launch it forward quickly. And that's like your wind up and then release of the bowling ball. But it's actually really hard to do on the mouse, and then on the controller it's basically the same, but just with an analog stick. And it's just hard to do that accurately. Oh, I didn't want to rewind. What am I doing? For some reason, I just forgot how to change the camera. In a game I play every Friday.
Turn around.
Yeah, and pool was no better. I feel like I remember darts being alright, but we didn't really play much of it. Looks like we've already visited the MSFR workshop to fix up the SLK. Yeah, it's not great. There's a reason why a lot of those games do that kind of... what is it? Like you choose the angle that you want to shoot it at, and then you press once to like do the power, and then you press it again to like get it into the green zone or whatever. It's just a much better way to do it. Because it can work on any system. Hell, you could do that on like an SNES controller. But when you get those kind of innovative, in air quote, systems, they're just not great. Sorry, just driving through your backyard. Ah, okay. Well, if you're in the chat when we're doing that, be sure to holler at me. I mean, I'm not going to guarantee we're going to have time to talk to him. We'll probably... Well, then again, we might also... We'll either not hear anything he says, or we'll hear it 7 times, because we have to do the mission 7 times, because we keep dying. If we don't hear it, I'll just break out the YouTube, and we'll hear someone else hear it. I don't think I've ever played a PGA game, just thinking about it now. I'm trying to think if I've actually ever played a golf game. I must have at some point. Maybe in like the shops at one of those display, like 360s or PS3s, perhaps. I missed your car, sorry. I did not see what you were driving. Oh, is that the GT4? Yeah, it looks like it. The headlights look right, at least. That's basically how I do a lot of my judging of the vehicle, by headlight or tail light. I feel like that kind of demo console thing has really died a death. Like, I remember, particularly in the earlier days, there were definitely display consoles. Thank you for popping in, Inadequate. I appreciate it immensely. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good Friday. Remember, the weekend's not too long, too far away just yet. It'll be here soon enough. In like the beginning of like the Xbox One, PS4 era, I do remember them doing like display consoles in like retailers or whatever, JB Hi-Fi, maybe like a Best Buy in America, or possibly a Curry's, I guess, in England. But I feel like I've never seen a PlayStation 5 display console or an Xbox Series S or X display console. It's unfortunately gone the way of like the demo, which is having a little bit of a resurgence, but it's there. I think you're right. I think there is a lot of that. But there is definitely a... I don't know if it's like by consumers or by manufacturers or someone else entirely. There's like a move, or there has been a move away from like being able to try things before you buy them in terms of like software. It's very rare for there to be demos for games these days, particularly in the AAA space. Yeah, and I really don't know what to think about that one. Because as a PC player, and you might know this or like recognize this as well, but PC gamers have not had really access to physical media for a long time. A really long time. I went to EB Games the other day, well, when I picked up my Fox lamp. And so EB Games, which is GameStop in America, and there was, you know, you've got your Switch category, your Xbox category, your PlayStation category, and kind of as a subcategory to the Xbox category, there were 2 DVD cases, 2, and that was the PC category. I feel like I should have done this race first, then used the 968 to do the other race. I feel like I do that every time, though. It's their fault for doing it left to right, not right to left. Oh, we got 4. Very nice. Let's go with the one that we were warned about by Shadow. 60s. Yeah, I mean, hold on. I think I still have it. Give me a second. Yeah, here it is. I still have... Like, I bought this game far too young. I still have a instruction manual for Homeworld 2. The strategy game set in space. And that was like my dream game concept and like idea back in the day, and still to this day, I would say. But the best part about it, and the reason why it's got blood in it, because I was reading it so often, I think I just had a bleeding nose at one point, is it has like ship breakdowns. You know, you've got your Higaran Interceptor, a fast-moving, maneuverable, versatile craft designed for patrol, escort, and cap ship defense. The Interceptor is especially feared by non-combat vessels, strike craft, and resource operations. You know, it's got descriptions of all these different vehicles or, you know, structures or whatever. And it's just like so choice. And even though it was like repetitive for both factions, it's just really tickled my fancy. It's not quite as good as some of them. Like, it does have a little bit of an introduction to like lay out what the go is, what the situation is with everything. But a lot of it is just, you know, here's how to set up a LAN match, here's how to edit a profile, here's how to, you know, play the game, that kind of stuff. But you're right, it's like the lost art almost, in the same way that like making chainmail is, or that kind of stuff. You could really get a lot of artistry put into a manual for a game.
In 400 meters, turn right.
And that game came out in like the 2000s. I want to say 2004 or so. And I think I do, somewhere in here. I've probably also got a ground control 2 manual somewhere. I think I've still got a World in Conflict big box, because that's what it came in. And it was sick. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, we could go the Dino. I am a Dino fan. Or do we go for some a Yankee boat? I want to go the Dino. I do like a Dino. I've been retro modding in this game since Horizon 2 when I first got it. The E-Type, the Gullwing, and the Dino were like my cars of choice. So, I mean, back to the original point, I don't really... Like, I definitely do miss what's the word I'm looking for? It's definitely something I'm very conscious of, physical media that is, in the TV or movie space. I don't know if I mentioned before, but I have ambitions to try and set up a NAS, a little server in my apartment here. You know, it's like a couple of terabytes to do local backups, have like a local cloud backup to, and then also to run like a local Plex, or basically a local Netflix kind of thing. Just because the streaming space has balkanized so much in the past couple of years, and on top of that, it's getting increasingly worse. You know, about this time last year, I could have shared my parents' Netflix, for example. Can't do that anymore. Amazon Prime is adding in ads, and if you want to get rid of them, you have to pay $2 extra. Ooh! Oh, gonna have to fix that. One's going to the MSFR workshop again. Disney Plus, I think, is talking about adding in password restrictions in terms of sharing as well. So it just makes sense in my mind to either pirate it, so I'm less inclined to do that, or just buy the DVDs at like secondhand book fairs for a couple of bucks, rip them with my external Blu-ray drive and chuck them on a 3 terabyte high drive or something and stream them that way. I have often thought about that, to be honest. I don't quite know how, because I've never even attended one. I've never like been in a Discord film night thing, so I'm not entirely certain how it works. I'm sure it's not world-endingly difficult, but it is something I've thought about doing. Yes, so Universim. I found that I went back through all my Humble Bundle games that I'd acquired and was looking at them, because another thing that I've often wondered is doing like giveaways, partly just to get rid of some of the games that I've got, and also because why not, you know? I've got free games. I didn't want all of them. Maybe you guys want some of them. But I was going through that and I found this game called Universim, and it's kind of like if you guys have encountered the game Spore from about 2007 or so. It's kind of like a god game in that you play as a deity of sorts, mixed with a bit of a city builder. So you've got to build different resources like gas extraction and stuff like that, and glass factories and what have you. But you can't build any of the houses because the citizens do that themselves. But you can also then summon rain or cast lightning on like a pack of wild wolves that are attacking your citizens or something, or UFOs that are coming to abduct them. So it's a weird kind of game. It is enjoyable, but there is also a lot of... I've found that there's just a lot of time waiting for research to happen for the next kind of cool thing to be unlocked to build. So I'll probably finish this playthrough, and I'm not entirely certain if I'll play it again, but it's pretty good. I definitely haven't wasted my time, I don't think. Well, no more than usual. I have often, like I said, I have thought about doing film nights. Like, there's definitely some films that I would like to show off to the chat, I guess, the community, the barracks. Films like Flying High or The Naked Gun. Both classic comedies.
In
or even like newer animated films. Atlantis: The Lost Empire, probably my favorite Disney film.
Arrived at your destination.
Personally, The Naked Gun 2.5: The Smell of Fear is my preferred one. What are we doing? Oh, an NSX. I can't really say no to an NSX. When given the option to drive an NSX, the answer is always yes. What's the name of the film? Wolf. I always forget you're a big horror fan, Wolf. I don't know why. It, for some reason, surprises me. I do not know why that is the case. Oh, impressive. Oh, is this the one with the brutal murders in it that you were talking about the other day? Yeah, I'm gonna say a veto on that one. I prefer not to give myself nightmares. Oh, well, we never really needed that wing mirror. You just look over our shoulder. I do want to watch Edge Runners. Speaking of Cyberpunk, speaking of Netflix. Shameless. Did you enjoy watching the 11 seasons of Shameless? Well, that worked out well. The duality of man right there. 11 seasons of Shameless and Slasher. This is quite an impressive map. Like, they did a very good job of remaking what feels, actually, now that I think about it, really like a Trackmania map. Just in the middle of the stadium. Do you mean Trackmania like the one set in the stadium with the F1 looking cars? I've never seen a Jackass. I know that's pretty crazy as a 30-year-old man to say. But yeah, never seen a Jackass film. Not entirely certain how I made it through high school without watching one. I think I was basically too much of a square. Yes, I haven't played the more recent Trackmanias. I think the last one I watched was the last one I played, was Trackmania Nations, which is the precursor to the Trackmania that you were talking about, I think. I do want to watch American Psycho just to actually see where all the memes came from, effectively. Because it's definitely not what the kind of alpha TikTok edits make it out to be.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Okay, we need something a bit faster if we're going up there. Try the new NSX. Yeah, why not? I mean, it was Christian Bale's like first big break, I think. Like as an adult actor, at least. Yes.
In 200 meters,
Okay.
turn sharp right.
Full swap. This was back when I thought the Hot Wheels metallic paint colors were just the coolest. Not entirely certain I knew what I was talking about, or knew what I was doing back then. They're not bad, but I don't know if I go so far as to call them a new hotness. Hold on. We can turn down that pressure just a scotch. That's fine enough. That'll do. It's a bit nicer. For some reason, I've grown very particular about how my cars turn in terms of tuning them just so.
Turn around. when
Oh,
it
that's
is
safe to say that didn't
do
go
so.
super well. Come on, accurate. There we go. Was too busy thinking about the fact that I should have been speaking. The bane of every Twitch streamer's existence. Long pauses. Ah, yeah. That's not a bad idea. I need to figure out when that's going to be, because for whatever reason, the beginning of this year has just turned into a disaster for Saturdays that are free of an evening. Normally I've got nothing but time. But for whatever reason, for the next 3 weeks, there's something on every Saturday. Yeah, that's Aurora de Mercedes, a fellow streamer who has popped in here once or twice. Was doing kind of like official, almost like time trial events. So it's definitely got a precedent of sorts. Just gonna go this way a little bit. It's alright, we're all-wheel drive, we're fine. It's basically an off-road car.
400 meters. Turn sharp left.
Nothing like a bit of friendly competition in the barracks, yeah?
Turn sharp left. In 100 meters, turn right.
Ah, we're all the way over there, okay. I don't know why you're taking me this way then, game. The only reason I can think that you're taking me this way is because you actually want me to go this way. Let's just not go too fast over the top,
In 200 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
so we don't launch off the other side. I mean, that is definitely... I mean, I say this so often, I feel. I do intend to actually do some things. I don't just say them just to kind of fill the air. But I do legitimately want to have a look at, like, the event lab at some point.
You have arrived at your
And by the event lab, I mean, like, actually making something. Not just being a consumer, but also a producer. A creator, if you will, of content. What are we rocking? I think the Opal is probably the go. Yeah. Hell yeah, Shadow. Is that just since you've done your leg in, or before that? What? What's my pocket? Oh, that's what. Impressive. Impressive set dressing. Ooh. Why did you get launched? Oh, that's very cool with the hot air balloon there. For some reason, this is really how I imagine, like, hill climbs to be. You know, forest-lined, kind of Pacific Northwest, or kind of European. Oh, that hot air balloon's at a bit of a jaunty angle. Deadwood 3, huge fan. Huge fan of the superhero Deadwood. Yeah, kind of like the logging trails in Oregon. I haven't seen any of the Deadpool films at all, actually. Wolf, none of them. I know they were very well received, but still haven't watched them. That'll be now that you mention it, that'll be a really interesting place for them to set a Horizon game in Scandinavia and have it with like obviously with like a lot of the other stuff, but also a really kind of fleshed out and full kind of rally focus as well. Yeah, Norway, Sweden, Finland. I mean, Sweden definitely, because you've got Saab and Volvo, obviously. This is surprisingly longer than I thought it would be. I mean, checkpoint missed. Ah, doesn't matter. Yeah, probably. I mean, I can't remember if I did. I don't think I did. But I might be just hoping that I didn't complain about it at the time. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. Like, I've encountered it before. And ultimately, I've crossed the finish line, so it didn't matter too much. It would also, now that I think about it, it would also be interesting because you'd have, well, you could have it, you could make it even less popular with the community by having it so during the summer, the sun almost never sets, and then in the winter, as well as the snow, the sun almost never rises. But you could also have the, like, Borealis, though, which would be pretty tight. New stunt jump.
Turn around when it is
Pretty
safe
piss
to
poor
do so.
showing, that's alright. We're just looking to go downhill. This is the one from the game's opening.
In 400 meters.
You have frozen tundra rallies, just the stereotypical stuff through,
In 200 meters.
like, pine forests. The whole kit and caboodle.
Recalculate the route.
Ooh,
In 200 meters.
it's fine.
In 400 meters. Turn right. In 400 meters. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
And again, it's hard to feel kind of confident about games coming out in the future, just given like how many people have been laid off recently. Wild. My condolences, Wolf. Still, you're better than my car. Which ones in particular? I was in a stream today and someone asked what games you're interested in coming up, and I couldn't actually think of any. I mean, thinking about it again now, the new Fable game could be interesting, perhaps. Oh, sorry. Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh yes, the Tomb Raider remasters. Yeah, yeah. Actually, there is a strategy game I'm kind of interested in coming up. I think. Hellblade 2, yeah. I need to play Hellblade 1 at some point on the channel. And or just full stop play it at some point. Because I haven't. And I've heard it's very good. I don't know what I hit there. Yeah, I heard that. Really good story. One game that is coming out now that I think about it for a little bit longer is a game called, I think it's Pacific Drive. It's a kind of simulator. It's kind of like, what I've heard, kind of like My Summer Car or The Long Drive, where you've kind of got to maintain a car and get it from point A to point B, but it's in a kind of sci-fi landscape that you're driving this old kind of 80s American station wagon with some cyberpunk parts on it through. You've got to make sure it like runs properly in a sim kind of way almost. Coming out in February, so I'm kind of interested in that one. Retiring from Forza, you reckon? You don't think it's gonna pull you back in? I mean, obviously the Forza Motorsport, the showing from Forza Motorsport doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. Okay. It's a big commitment. Oh, that's another game that's coming out this year. The Test Drive Unlimited sequel. Diamond Crown or whatever it is. What is Welcome to Paradise? Okay. I mean, I've definitely not been in the Forza scene for as long as you have. Yeah, I was just... Honestly, I was wondering if it was a classic Wolf spelling snafu. I'm just interested. I know that you're definitely of the opinion that things have gone downhill for a while now in terms of GTA quality. GTA quality. What am I talking about? Forza quality. But I'd be interested if that is something that you feel when Forza 6 comes out, Horizon 6 comes out. Wait, didn't Outlast Trials come out? Wasn't there a new Outlast game, or is that not Outlast Trials, the one I'm thinking of? Not on consoles. Ah, I see. GTA Spana. Is that a Tile Designs? No. Sort by year. I've never noticed that actually. That the Warthog is made in 2550 in Forza Horizon. That is a nice little Easter egg. Yeah. No, I can see where you're coming from. I have definitely, I mean, as seriously as you can think about these things when it comes to like winning the lottery, but I've definitely changed my perspective when it comes to winning big money on the lottery. I'm still very much that I would divide it up between myself and my family, but I've also started to, there's 4 of us in total in the family. I've started to divide it up into 5 instead, and have the 5th component, Spania. I see. The 5th component, the funding for a video game. So in the lottery that just jackpotted, it was going to be $150 million. Oh, that thing stands up. That's weird. That brake light sits up like that. It's very weird. Why don't I just put that in the spoiler? Well, that's what I mean. So what I'd do, if I had won the lottery last night, I'd won $150 million. Whoa, that's a big break. Maybe that's why. I would have given 30 to each of my family members, including myself, and then there would have been 30 left over. And I would have used that 30 to basically make a Horizon clone. I don't know if I'd make it PC focused or not, but like the number one thing, like I don't necessarily care too much about having real cars in the game even. Imagine not doing a horror. Well, I never said that. I just said a Horizon game. Doesn't necessarily mean there's not horror in there as well. I wouldn't necessarily focus on getting the real cars in the game. I would focus on having good physics engine. I think we can all safely say that out of like all of its peers, Horizon has probably the best physics engine in terms of realism and what have you. Like compared to Need for Speed Unbound, The Crew, Motorfest, and almost certainly what Test Drive is going to be, because I've heard it's quite arcadey as well. I would focus on getting that right. And then the other thing that I would focus on is instead of having just one server, I would try and have it so there were 2 types of servers. So you'd have like the official server, which is what you see here. You know, you're driving around, you're doing the official activities with other people. But then I'd also want to have it so that people could host their own servers and mod the game through those servers. So you could host your own server, and on that server you could have every Mercedes-Benz that's ever been released, which we haven't added into the game. But that's fine. You can do that if you want, or you can make it so that your cars are 17 times as powerful as they should be. Yeah, kind of like a GTA server. That's actually where I got the idea from for that part. Have the official, but then also have the community servers. But unlike GTA, not be like violently litigious about it if I can avoid it. And save money on things like licensing fees for the cars and stuff like that, and instead focus on trying to get the actual base mechanics, like the physics, the world, like the map, all that kind of stuff working well first. If you can, then adding it in as DLC like they do in, say, Car Mechanic Simulator. But not worrying about that to begin with.
400 meters, turn right.
Do, again, the GTA kind of thing and basically have your own versions of the Toyota Camry or the... Yeah, that's the other thing. I haven't actually thought about that, but I guess you would want a story, like some sort of single player component, and not just have it a sandbox that you just dumped in. In which case, yes, you would want better written dialogue and more interesting characters. Or at the very least, I mean, it's something we've said before, have it so that you start off with your Suzuki Swift. Yeah, you'd start off with your Suzuki Swift and then work your way up to the Lamborghinis and what have you.
You've arrived at your destination.
Like, I've got nothing wrong with starting like the very first thing you do is drive a Lamborghini, because, you know, as you're driving around the Horizon Festival. But if you're then, the actual car that you own is like the, what was it, the Z06, the Corvette or whatever, that's a bit weird. Let's get some extreme track toys up in here. You might actually be the best choice because you've got off-road tires, and I don't think any of the other ones do. Yeah. I think I did it in... When I was originally playing this single player, I think I did that kind of unofficially. I started... I think it was Street Scene, maybe? But I started with like a 240SX, basically stock. And then after every race, I'd add like a little bit more to it here or there. But that's what I'd do with, you know, the extra $30 million I've got left over from my winnings. Oh no! Oh, lucky. New PB, but a seasonal PB perhaps? Yes. Okay. Like, that's definitely the thing that is very enjoyable about... Even Need for Speed Unbound kind of did that as well. To its credit, of like building up the car and making it good as you go along, and this kind of progression and stuff. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm doing that as well. That's the primary objective. This is just if I've got the money and wherewithal after that to do it. Because if I had won the Thursday lottery, I'd be looking at having $30 million or whatever to kind of play around with to make a game in the way that I divvied it up. Now, I don't think you could make a Horizon 5 game necessarily, but I reckon for $30 million you could make like something approximately like BeamNG, for example. The barracks could play test it. The other thing I would like to have is kind of like the test drive games, and a little bit in the crew games as well. Have the ability just to kind of move your person around a little bit, either in like specific areas or in like a small radius around your car in photo mode or something.
Turn sharp left.
So you're not just stuck in a car. So you could also kind of interact with the other players or the other cars.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. 400 meters. Turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, it'll be like EVE Online, where you have to like
Turn right.
earn credits, and then you have to learn how to drive,
Turn left.
and then you have to
Turn left.
go through traction, rehabilitation. Depending where you land, you might forget how to walk, so you've got to do that too. You might forget who your family is, so then you've got to go through all of that. Where's the thing again? Oh, it was that. The thing that we just messed up was the thing we were meant to do. Oopsie daisy.
to
Yeah,
do so.
you're finally awake. We were just packing up the festival. Horizon Festival? Why, there hasn't been a Horizon Festival here in over 10 years. There's your horror component. Wolf, it was all ghosts.
You've arrived at your destination.
I think the dream would be to really focus on
So,
the physics and really focus on like the player creation elements. So like the track maker, livery stuff, that kind of thing. Yeah, you were never a superstar driver. It actually turns out it was. The entire thing, that'll be the twist, the entire thing was actually just a Skyrim mod. You'll wake up back in, I don't know, Winterhelm, I think that's a place. What are we, 249, okay.
turn around when it is safe to do so.
That'll be the end of the single player campaign. It'll fade to black and you'll wake up on that, that cart trying to cross the border. But like, it's like those memes where you'll wake up and it's actually like Far Cry Primal. It's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Cars? No, we need to go hunt a mammoth.
You have arrived at your destination. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Incorrect car. You're the it's not the extreme track toy. Oopsie daisy. Oh, that's all right. I don't really want to do it in the Forza edition. Why don't we try the Devo? Let's try the FXX. I mean, the absolute dream, Shadow, would be to somehow, unofficially or otherwise, make it so that you could import your cars from
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
automation or like some sort of equivalent service. Mr. Crab Pizza is a pizza for you and me. It's definitely, like, it's something that I've thought about quite a bit, as you can tell. Well, you know, quite a bit. A little bit. But it's interesting because
You have arrived at
I'm
your
still trying to figure out,
Turn around when it
because
is
it's quite
safe to
like,
do so.
I guess, Bethesda games, they're often talked about in, like, relying on the community to fix the problems. And it's like walking that line between not wanting that to be the case, but also wanting to give them the ability to do stuff with it. And this Lance is already speedy. Can the similarly named car match up? I guess we're going for a Lancia Delta. Win a road race in a Lancia Delta. Thank you. It's always nice that we've got a reconnaissance division. Do I not have the Lancia Deltas Integrale? Or is that the Lancia Delta Integrale? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to see what the treasure chest was. It popped up literally immediately. Oh, don't mind if I do get, like, almost 1,000,000 credits in one spin. Yeah, that is the S4. I sworn something popped up saying, well done. Keep up the good work. Yeah, it did. I guess it just needed to be a Lancia Delta.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Okay, this guy's going about 64 Ks.
In 400 meters, turn right.
I can't remember.
Turn right.
I don't think so. I think if I remember correctly, I just ended up doing something else to try and get the
200
points.
meters, turn left. Turn left.
But I honestly cannot
200
recall.
meters, turn right.
Yeah, that's right. No, I think I just gave up and just did something else to try and get the points. Because, yeah, it just wasn't playing ball. Forgot about that.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry. It's fine. Look, it's brand new. Good as new. Is it rear-engined, this bad boy? No, it can't be. The fuel tank's just there. The Dead Rising cars are pretty cool what they do with them. I mean, it's probably because they were bought by like a lot of boy racers back in the day. Yeah, we're going in the right direction still. And like, you know, ended up in ditches and stuff. People who bought them and thought they were like the ants' pants and discovered they actually weren't. So there's just not many surviving examples, let alone in good condition.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if cars like the Toyota 86, for example, would be in a similar position, just because, you know, they're bought by people and they go like, oh, you know, I'm the next Max Verstappen. And then halfway through the corner they discovered, no, they're not actually. So the car's wrapped around a tree. And then it, you know, ends up there's just none of them really left. That is crazy. Oh, driving skill, that's what that was. Pure skill. Hairpin left. Is it the hairpin left or is it like a sharp left? I think it's a sharp left, at least in rally terms. Yeah, well, you're a big Lancia boy. Hairpin right. I legitimately do not know. Is the engine in the back of this car? Because the boot is, or like the parcel tray is really high. Hey, there's nothing wrong with knowing what you like, right? Particularly when it comes to cars where it's like, you know, whatever. It's mid-mounted, I thought so. Okay, so I need to find a temple. Yeah, I thought it was, just given how the back of the car looks. But the fact there's no, like, air intake in the flanks just made it feel a little bit weird. Okay, so there's that.
You have arrived at your destination.
But if we look at the clue, the stairs are on the other side, which means it's over here. Now that is interesting. It's not something you'd expect to hear, that Lancia was the first people to be like, what if we turbocharge and supercharge an engine? You don't really think about Lancia being on the cutting edge of, like, technology. At least I don't. Somewhere around these parts. Oh wait, am I looking at it? Oh, that's not what we want. Probably it's too bright, I can't actually see what the... Is it from the other side? Was I wrong? Is it that staircase we saw? Yes, it was. That's alright, we found it. Yeet. No, I mean, Group B was crazy. There's a reason that they're called the Group B monsters, right, in Horizon 5. Because they are. Okay, keeping double clean on the road is no trouble for these cats. I guess I'm meant to do, like, perfect speed or something like that? Well, yeah, and also balls of steel to watch it. Like, they're, you're right there as they take those corners. 3 clean racing skills, so I need to do races. Alright. Clean racing might be easier in a slightly slower car. Sure, let's do a new circuit. Why not? Yeah, and they duck back as the car goes past, and they step back out to watch it go past. I mean, they still do it today. Like, rally racing is kind of the Wild West when it comes to, I guess you'd call it, audience interaction. Kind of like the Tour de France. You can just, like, step on the road in front of the cyclists. Crazy times. I guess the RS, the Ford RS 200 was probably a Group B, if I remember correctly, too. I mean, it looks like it should be Group B. I mean, the British arm of Ford really knows how to make, like, a good rally car. Don't know why, don't know how,
You have arrived
but
at
they
your
just seem to have a knack
destination.
for it. Or they used to, at least.
In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
I'm not going to say that they still do. Not for certain, at least.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, let's go, gamers. Get these clean racing skills. I just, because of the Plymouth Fury or whatever it was, I just realized what I want to see. I want to see lowriders doing a rally course. These enormous American cars just kind of trying to take like hairpin rights and stuff. No, I will still want to keep impressing the audience, thank you. Yeah, of course. Nice paint job on that mirror. Look at how long the Jag's nose is. Like I said, Ford just had or has a knack for that kind of thing. Particularly Ford England. Like until very recently we had the Fiesta ST. Their kind of top of the range hot hatch in manual down under. Apparently it was quite nice. I was very tempted by the XR5 back in the day. The 2007 or so Ford Focus XR5. Just because it had a 5-cylinder engine, and that's kind of neat. Oh, we got a big boy Bentley trying to come up. Overtake. I haven't actually seen if I've gotten any clean racing skills in all of this. Oh, ultimate clean racing is probably a good thing to get though. I've gotten at least one. Well, there was definitely two. Then again, to get to Ultimate, you've got to go through the other one, so I think we're good. Ford is definitely an interesting car company in that it does a lot of things. From your like Ford F650 all the way to the Ford GT and all these other cars in between. And they do quite a few of them quite well. Yeah. And I think that, personally, in my opinion, that's definitely still the case. But then again, you know I'm not a big truck person, so that probably isn't a surprise. Okay, we're going to We're going to upgrade the E-Type. Where did Jaguar go? Jaguar went there. Going to upgrade the E-Type to a slightly quicker one. Well, in the Peugeot 205 that you've mentioned often, as another favourite of the boy racer. 206, I can't remember which.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left.
I don't think what boy racers really rock around these parts. I mean, back when I was growing up, it was probably things like Commodores.
Turn sharp right. Turn
But there's a lot of Nissan or like, you know, Silvias and that kind of stuff. I don't know if there was a boy racers so much as they're just racers. All fine cars. Of course, I'm probably going to drive any of them in boy racer form because I can't drive a manual. I guess that's why I could never be a boy racer.
200 meters, turn sharp left.
That is a little bit try-hard to turn up to a boy racer event, in air quotes, in a E36 M3.
Turn sharp left.
That is a little bit much. Oh, there she is.
Your destination.
That's the ticket. No, it's not. But we do have a 911 GT321. We need 2 more points. Let's go to the Grand Telescope. Of course, the Golf. Can't forget the Golf GTI. I mean, that's old reliable, really, isn't it? That's been a boy a racer of choice since Adam was a boy. Let's go there in comfort. Wait, but let's not go too quickly. Let's try something a bit more new. Let's get a bit Daniel Craig up in here. And I was thinking about teleporting over. But why not drive? Let's go this way so we drive up the hill on a tarmac road.
In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right.
I mean, the VR, I've said it before, VR engines are very cool. Kind of a V6 and the size of an inline 4-cylinder engine. Very cool.
400 meters, turn left.
Sorry, Beetle. Better go save the world.
Turn left.
Ooh. That's very high tech. Particularly for then. Would you have did like the Mazda MX-5 make much of an appearance in terms of the boy racing scene? But I know it's very popular in terms of like modding and what have you for an older audience, but I don't know how it
400
is
meters. Turn right.
in terms of boy racer cred, perhaps.
Turn right.
Yeah, I had a feeling that might be the case.
Turn around.
I mean, I guess that discounts the Audi GT then. I don't think they have really.
400 meters. Turn left.
I don't know of one where everyone's gone like, nah, I'm not a fan.
In 400 meters. Turn right. Turn right.
The Tucson? Or was it literally called the Hyundai Coupe? Because there was one, I do remember a Hyundai Coupe existing in the back of my mind. Tucson, the Tucson is the Tribute, that's what it was. But the Coupe was the one before that, right?
In 400 meters. Turn left. Turn left.
It's the one in Underground too?
You have arrived
Okay,
at your
okay.
destination.
Yeah, I mean, Tribune is a weird name. It took them a while, but you know, they were still trying with all these different cars to figure out how it was they went about making a sporty car.
The next Horizon Arcade event will
But they figured it out with the N-Series cars, from what I've heard. It did help that they poached a guy from the BMW M Brigade. Oh yeah, the Sangyongs in particular are rough. At least rough to look at. Ah, Proton. Malaysian or Thai? I can't remember which. A weird company. They had some interesting things. I think it was the Proton Jumba called down here. It was like a little, almost like a K car ute, which was kind of cool. Underappreciated, I think. But I don't think they still exist down here. I wonder if they still exist in their home country. And again, we're starting to get some Indian cars turning up as well. The famous Dacia Sandero. That would be the one licensed car I would try and get in that video game I was talking about. All the other cars are made up except for the Dacia Sandero. Sorry guys, I just do really enjoy driving this road. What's that? Shadow, what 80s car? I mean, there's a lot of weird cars
You have arrived at your destination.
just in history. Oh, that's right. That's one, the French one you mentioned the other day. The front-wheel drive kind of off-roader of sorts. Yeah, it's an interesting looking car. It's definitely. I mean, I don't know if it's because I know kind of cars a little bit, but you look at it and you go, yeah, that's probably French. It's just got that kind of, I mean, to use a French term, je ne sais quoi about it, which goes, I'm not quite normal. I'm not entirely certain why it just screams that to me. Well, I mean, not screams it, but says that to me. But it definitely does. Well, I mean, that's all that really matters, right? If it's practical for that kind of car. That's right. Yeah, I remember you talking about it. It's a fascinating car, and it's actually quite ahead of its time when you think about it. Given all of the cars nowadays that are basically that. Like your Hyundai Tucsons, your getting this. We didn't get in this last time. All these kind of soft roaders of sorts. Oh yeah, but that's not hard. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a Lada Nivera or Lada Nera or something like that. It was a Lada soft-roader, off-roader that I saw a review of. I think it was on a YouTube channel called CarWow. I think that's where I saw it. And Niva, sorry, thank you. That was a weird car. It had such a small engine that the spare tire is kept in the front of the car. It had a front seat that did not align with the pedals. So you had to sit at an angle. Like all of these things. Apparently it is astonishingly good off-road. But I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know how much of that is just like propaganda kind of stuff, or if it is actually competent off-road. I think something a bit more like, where'd my grid lines go? Ooh, a kind of cinematic shot, perhaps. I mind if I do? Just trying to make sure that, like, that's better. A nice division of the two. Let's center it on that street light. Telegraph pole. We'll go back, turn off the UI, take a screenshot. Now I think it's a trick. Dino is ours. Let's go online. I want to give that Porsche another shake. So I reckon it's not terrible. Where are you? There you are. And what are you? You are top of S1 class. Okay, that's not terrible. Online stuff, not great. Not my ideal lobby. Oh wow, we're getting a lot of accolades. Or whatever they're called. I just hope it's a dry environment. It's wet. Okay, well, let's see how much we regret having a full slick tires. Oh, beans. I think we missed out on the Horizon Mexico circuit. That sucks. Midwest Shuffle by Winslow. That S is a long way away from turbo. I guess it's to make sure that you are aware that this is a Turbo S, but it does not have turbos. Why is that, Wolf? Why is he a just goated individual when it comes to the heists? Carcera City? What's Carcera City, sir? Thank you, I think I'll need it. I think I'll definitely need it. Looks like some other people had the same idea. Let's see how Porsches go. Oh, Manhunt. Yeah. No, I've seen some people play that game recently. Seems pretty mild compared to some of the games that are out today. Oh, this is this new sprint circuit, okay. And by sprint circuit, I meant sprint track. Ah, okay. Well, I was probably doing it while everyone was trying to manhunt this man. Well, it's not getting away. If anything, we're getting closer. One good thing about this car is it's not too big an issue that we have to brake quite a bit because we're not the greatest in the corners, because we've got an astonishing amount of torque. They're right behind me. Sorry, bud. Gaming! That was bloody close, though. I think it was definitely sending it far too hard. Yeah, look at that. 0.2 of a second between us. That was closer for them. 0.12 of a second between them. Gaming definitely achieved. Yeah, I think definitely once I reached like the 5th gear, they were running out of steam. Whereas I was chilling. Storm season. That sounds a bit dicey. Let's try it again. The slick wheels might not be great. Yeah, even if I have to brake quite heavily, I can get out. I can like put my foot down and really get up to speed. Arsa City is definitely I feel like that's a bit of a mouthful for me. Arsa City. Those are pretty sweet looking wheels. I pooped today. Plaza Circuit. At least we're not going through the tunnels. Oh, it's just a mono a mono. One of them dropped out. I guess we were hoping for a bigger lobby. I'm surprised if a lot of people have taken the Australia Day long weekend to go out of town, away from the old Xbox. Or computer. Didn't need to breathe that much for that climb. Tell you what, after this race, I'm putting on the air conditioning because it is hot in here. We are a long way ahead of this fella. Let's try not to mess it up. I think you might be right. Takes a little bit of getting used to. It's not quite the usual car setup I've got, but once you get used to it, he's good. You just can't drive it anywhere with water because we've got slick tires, that's all. I think so. I think the last 2 hours have just been the warm-up. Now we're at competitive level. That's game. He says as he redlines the engine for a full second. I was just thinking then, it probably wouldn't be too difficult to set it up in this hypothetical video game that we've been talking about tonight. To set up like the speedometers and what have you as like almost HTML files, so they could be supremely editable just by the users. Sick jump. I mean, look at the front of the car. It's barely been touched. Thank you kindly. A full 5 seconds faster than the Corvette 19. Not bad. Not bad at all. Full 5 seconds faster in terms of best lap, I should have said. I feel like if you're double digits ahead of anyone, particularly if you're double digits ahead of everyone, then you are doing something incredibly right. Whether that's your racing, your tuning, whatever it is. But if you're double digits ahead of everyone, I think it's all of the above. It sounds like you were just like in that flow state kind of thing, you know? It's a good course, that one. It's definitely a lot nicer when you're not you know, jostling for position with a couple of, you know, half a dozen Ferraris or whatever. Oh, you're new. I think we've got a few given the loading time. Well, 2. That's close. We've got a McLaren 765 LT and an NSX R GT. I reckon the NSX R is going to be the one to watch. Partly because it's NSX R, and partly because he's the most experienced person. Damn. Oh, this is the new sprint track again. Okay, so the McLaren's all-wheel drive, probably. Oh, a little bit late. Still made it work. Game, I did want to get ghosted there. Legitimately. Thank you. Okay, this is the straight section. Let's go. Buddy, I'm trying to get past you. I mean, just the fact that we've beaten that, NSXR, I mean, knock on wood we have, is a huge win. This vehicle, I think, tops out at 370 once it's all left on the field. Something like that, 365 maybe. I think it's like 3/4 of the way to 400. Yeah, it's no slouch in a straight line. If I had been able to navigate that NSXR more gracefully, I would have, I think I would have had that McLaren, or at least I would have been a lot closer. Nice orange color though in that McLaren. And no, I'm not biased. No, a podium is nothing to be sniffed at. Online podiums can be quite hard to get. Through either aggression on the part of the other players or just skill. I mean, some of the people on this game just seem to be zooming because they're just really good at tuning and pretty good behind the wheel as well. Well, it's how you can get your 20 second ahead of everyone else. Because you know how to tune. Yeah, or they're just kind of like me, where they just do a little bit around the edges, but they're not super invested in, like, you know, nailing the gear ratios or getting exactly the right anti-roll bar, tension, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, and that's how you get your... Oh, there's the GT Spano, whatever it was. That's how you get your results, right? So we've got a new RX-7, a new 720S Spider, and the GTA Spano, who is now the new most experienced player in the game. Or in the lobby, I should say. But to see what we can do. Now that there's very, very obviously more than 3 people in the lobby, a podium would be amazing. I don't know what it is, but the gear shift noise for this car just, oh, it just gets me right in the good spots. Just such a satisfying noise. It's that little blip, or I guess you'd call it, as it, and the clutch engages. Yeah, I think there's also an element of, like, just learned knowledge though, right? Like, once you've started delving that deep into those kind of things, I imagine there's just, like, a level of transferability in terms of understanding how the gears work. Even if it's not going to be, like, nailing it 100%, you're probably going to be able to get it 90% of the way there just a lot easier than someone else who's just kind of either eyeballing it or hoping for the best. We've lost one of them from the lobby. McLaren is right quick. Yeah, I've never looked at the rebound or the dampening rates. That's just above my pay grade, basically. Oh, thank goodness I didn't get a penalty. I think we gave a pretty good account of ourselves in that race. We never really let the McLaren get too far away from us, but it's just got a much better, like, launch. We were the second fastest around the course in terms of best lap. And we were 10 seconds faster than 5th and 6th. That's nothing to sneeze at all. And we won overall. Let's just quickly take a screenshot of that. Not often that you get to take a screenshot of that kind of thing. I think you were right. I think we have a winner here. A really, really nice tune. But I'm gonna put it in the garage for a little bit and take out something else. Where was it? Was it on the other side of this? Yeah, it was. I want to take this car out. I do like an SLS AMG. We've been talking so much about Mercedes or AMG or whatever. Let's take out one of them. No. Sometimes I think it's definitely a bit heavy in that it does feel like I have to really brake a bit earlier or like cut off a lot more speed or brake when others don't have to. But you can really pull out of those corners quickly. Torque for days. And it's electric torque as well. So you've got all 1300 Newton meters from 0. There's another GTA Spino, Corvette 19 again, BMW M4, Ferrari 488, GTR 2020, and a Dodge Viper 99. Interesting mix of cars. No crossovers as well, which is always nice. Always nice when you got, like, everyone knows got their own car. No, it doesn't matter too much. That makes the race at least a little bit more interesting. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, that was lucky. Now we're going to adjust back to driving a different car after being in the Porsche zone, as we call it in the biz. Yeah, I think the SLS is definitely one of those for me. Partly because there isn't an SLR in the game. This is kind of the closest thing to an SLR. Thank you for knocking that over, GTA. Would have run into that fence if you hadn't run into it before me. That was very close. To not getting hit those checkpoint. Oh, we still got all our wing mirrors. That's impressive. That is a very nice car, actually. I might do one session of that before we call it a night. The Aston Martin lineup is actually really quite nice in this game. Not necessarily in terms of like variety, but just the cars that they have are really nice. Well, there's no Porsche, it turns out.
I need to dust my office / room down. So much dust. Dust surface.
I don't know why my room is so dusty. Z4 Coupe, interesting. The FAF flip car. Oh, the Fast and Furious car. I think that's my first Fast and Furious car I've seen. Noble M4, fine choice. There's another new one, but I can't see it. I think for A, my new... my heart is beginning to belong to that Carrera 6. The 906 Carrera 6, I think it is. That is quite a nice car at A-class. Partly because it weighs like 700 kilos. Oh, hey, Wrench, how you doing? Yeah, because I asked that question because there was the... If you guys probably don't know, but there was an update to the Twitch system where it's there's more emotes available. Franchisee Kopilgari Neo? Well, that's not a question, that's a statement because it's got exclamation marks at the end. Yeah, I left the engine stock as well, I think, for the Carrera 6. I'll take your word for it, Wrench. I think I'm pretty chronically online, but I do not recognize that one. If you want, you can throw it in the old meme channel on the Discord. It is a very nice car. I was very pleased that Wolf put me onto it. Costs a pretty penny, but it is worth it. It is good. It is a nice car to drive. How are you going, by the way, Wrench? How's your Friday looking? Oh, or how's it treating you? Well, there goes any kind of good position because of like 6 inches of brick. Yeah, I really have no Forza points there. And it's not like I'm lacking money. I've got like 60 million credits. It's hard to know how much of that is like the network though, and how much of that is just they have actually been on the source. I don't even know if we're going to finish, like, cross the finish line, guys. That's good to hear. I'm glad it is fine. Just. Literally just. I think we were the last person to cross. Yep. Oh, that was lucky. They crossed at 42 and we crossed at 13. 31 seconds after they finished. I have heard that that's quite the OP car, the flip car. Well, the Viper seemed to be driving like the person was, I don't know, having a lot of trouble themselves. At least the 99 Viper. We overtook that right at the end. Maybe. I'm not entirely certain, Wrench. If not, you're more than welcome to join. Yeah. I think someone else is loading in. Like, we've got some people joining. Setting up event. All right, here we go. But how much is it in the Super 7 events that they are just like, that's part of the challenge? You've got this atrocious tune, as opposed to them legitimately attempting to make a good tune. That M5's new. But I think that's it. Oh, let's get that mouse off screen. Oh dear, that's the wall. Yep. Well, looks like we weren't the only ones. The Mercedes X-Class? What do you mean the Mercedes R-Class? What do you mean just driving in X-Class? Tune it to X-Class. Ugh. X-Class is just too quick. It feels like everything's happening in fast forward, you know? I'm trying to think what my fave car is as well. I mean, it's Probably, I don't know, actually. My most used is definitely, is it the Valkyrie concept car? The precursor to the Valhalla? Yeah, fast pause and also a fast mind to utilize it. Much more sedate. Oh, we lost the excuse me, we lost the Fast and Furious guy. That is a very good track record. Actually dropping in from orbit. We take the Pagani Huayra out, but we could do it for Shadow, but that is a pretty average handling stat. What the hell? We'll do it for Shadow. Got a dodgy leg. Give him some enjoyment. Do it for him. I quite like the look of the Celine S1. I don't know if it's probably my tune more than anything, but I just haven't been able to like get it to play nice with me in terms of actually driving it. But I like the actual look of the car. It's that kind of Gallardo Huracan-sized supercar, as opposed to like the larger hypercars. Yeah, I can see that, but it is Celine, right? So it's going to be a pretty powerful straight four. Got a Veyron. Each time we change gear, we get 1,000 Newton meters on tap. Not bad. This guy likes his Corvette. I can respect that. As in, was like a Ford Raptor, but done by Celine, or was it a totally different vehicle? I can't remember the Celine Raptor. I mean, the other reason I like it is because it's just different. It's not a Huracan or a Gallardo. It is a weird Celine that I hadn't heard of until this game. Proper Celine supercar. I'll have to look it up. I'd probably know it if I saw it, but I can't think of it just from the name. That Veyron is pulling away. Thanks, bud. I'm honestly surprised that the Veyron is in S1. I would have thought it would have to have been in S2. Thank you for that, Shadow. I will look at that once we have finished this race. Oh, bollocks. overturned. I mean, it does help that the guy's got all-wheel drive. Oh yeah, I could see that. I would have thought it maybe be a little bit heavy though. He's not a small girl, the old Veyron, or just Bugattis in general, really. Hey, bud. Hey again. No wall penalty, thank you. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, so we did give it 6 gears. Whoa, surprise Lotus jump scare. All right, let's check this out. Oh, yes. No, I remember it now. Yeah, it's a good looking car, I think, that one. Celine Raptor. Celine S5S Raptor. With a concept car. I guess that's indicating it didn't really end up doing anything. Oh, yeah, I remember the back of it now. I can't remember if I've done anything to the car. I remember it was very close to the top of one of the classes. I can't remember if it was A class or S1. But it's got an enormous amount of torque out of that engine. Retro Porsche. Look at you. Betraying your namesake with a Jaguar XJ. For shame. What would your ancestors think of you? Also, welcome to online, or just the game in general. You haven't done anything, apparently, in the game. Now, remember, the only reason that I am being overtaken here is because of the poor network conditions that I'm currently experiencing, apparently. Gee, the peloton back here is going to be rough when we stop ghosting. Behold the roughness. Don't think so. I'm not sure. Ow. Yeah, this car is not, well, and or me. The car and I are not made for this circuit. Coolest part of this race. Now well. Yeah, it's more at home cruising in a straight line. I mean, it is like it's a super GT car. I don't know if that's what it's categorized as in the game, but that's what it is. Hello, Wrench. Welcome back. Thank you for that. I'll check it out after this. There you go. Oh, that would be crazy. Playing through like a racing game with the Chaos mod on, that would be nuts. Because you'd suddenly, I could see it. You'd have things that change the gravity. You'd have things that would, I don't know, like increase or decrease by orders of magnitude your braking or your engine output or whatever. It'll be even worse if it's like a simulation one. I can see it suddenly removing all of your fuel or whatever. Have people have race with changing gravity with a checkpoint setting? Yeah, I think you can do something similar to that in Horizon. Yeah, I mean, it could be a lot of fun. But I could also see it being absolutely infuriating. Equal parts, I think. Player Azul Circuit. Okay, let's see how badly we do here. I mean, it's definitely one of the more popular games of the month, that's for sure. Yeah, you go from S1 to D100. Or the opposite, you do the... If you're lucky, you get... His Chaos mod also has a couple of, you know, one or two that really help you out. So I can see it doing the opposite. Hello, Smokey. How you doing? Survived the heat today? That is a shame. My condolences to you and your family. Over their loss. It was very hot around the middle of the day. Oh, that's a house. What the? Go, crooked for life, go! I feel like the wing mirrors in this game are either super delicate or like super resilient. I am playing with a controller. I'm a little disappointed that you cannot tell from my smooth maneuvers. Yeah, he's been with us since the Porsche. Yeah, it was around the middle of the day. It was a really hot wind. That's alright. No, I think I'm definitely... Because I grew up on a PC using the arrow keys for games. So I think I definitely still use the controller as a more like binary input than it probably can be. I'm not super gentle with the analog sticks. It's either full left or full right. And it could be a mix of the two. Yeah, a hot wind is just like, ugh. I don't know what the hell that Lotus, I think it is doing. Driving backwards. Ooh, lucky I didn't get a slowdown. What the hell is going on? Why is everyone driving in every different direction? Don't make an offer you can't follow up, Shadow. Because I will take you up on it. Yeah, it really changed the weather at the end. Then again, tomorrow's weather doesn't look too bad. No ads just yet. Yeah, South Australia's been having it rough. There was like 42 degrees on Tuesday, Wednesday? Yeah, that's proper batter down the hatches weather. Not even kidding. Like, that's quite literally what you need to be doing. Yeah, I mean, it's very warm in my bedroom currently. As soon as I braid out, I am going to be turning on the air conditioner. Because this computer's been putting out a lot of heat playing Forza. Who are we going to raid out to? Do I want to think about it too much? Not really. How about we raid out to Kisaki then? They're currently playing Resident Evil Village.
Balls.
Let's go say hi. Balls indeed. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, chat. Whether it was for just a couple of minutes or for the entire thing. I appreciate it immensely regardless. There are so many other options on here. So I appreciate it immensely that you came and joined me here. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I have a wedding. So I have other plans. I'm sure you can make other plans too. I believe in you guys. So I will see you next Wednesday, where we will return to Los Santos for some more chaos. I hope you have a good weekend and a good start to your week. If you want to keep up to date with the stream, follow me on my Twitter, my Blue Sky, or my Threads for the announcements and kind of updates on there. And follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and the Clipman Najjar YouTube channel if I ever get around to uploading funny clips. And check out the Commander Jar card for all of the above just on webpage. And jump on the Discord if you want to join us outside of chat. Outside of stream chat. As we talked about tonight, we have aspirations for doing things like movie nights and what have you, and trying to figure those out. So come on over and we can figure it out together. Until all that happens, however, let's go say hi to Kisaki. All right, here we go.